According to Wikipedia and the New York Times article by Stephanie Rosenblum, which Wikipedia cites, the hedonic treadmill, or hedonic adaptation, is the observed tendency of humans to quickly return to a relatively stable level of happiness despite major positive or negative events or life changes. Basically, we all have a baseline affect that we return to in the face of extreme, life-changing events. Of course, there are always exceptions, but you get the idea. I have a day job that sometimes has me working with folks approaching end-of-life care. Exposure to that sort of human experience you'd think would give me a very tangible understanding of human mortality, thus kicking my ass into gear, spurring me to work hard on completing that bucket list or whatever. But I have a baseline, and facing mortality has just become part of the job. I'm on the treadmill. Back when I first started this day job, I was living in Seattle, and this illustration by comic book creator Becky Cloonan crossed my eye holes. And I bought it. Ever since, it's either hung on my bathroom mirror or beside my door frame. It greets me every day. Some days it feels like a bully, other times it's a ticking clock. Mostly, I ignore it. But sometimes it feels like a friendly reminder. I'm gonna die, eventually. But that reminder isn't inherently empowering or constructive. I think mortality can very easily be used as an excuse to be impulsive or belligerent. Life is short. Might as well eat this pound of chocolate or get shit-faced or cheat on my partner. Live every day like it's your last is bad advice. If this were my last day alive, I wouldn't spend time making this video. But I might make a video, but that's because I like filmmaking, I like writing, and I like to hear myself talk. To that end, I would prioritize seeing family and friends. I wouldn't spend 2 hours writing the first draft of a screenplay, rehearsing for an audition, or working out. But given my aspirations in life, those are things I need to do. Like most things, it all comes back to balance. An alternative to live by. Live like you're going to die in 5 years. Even just saying that out loud alights this anxiety deep in my chest. Because it's easy to write off that I'm going to die tomorrow. I haven't died tomorrow yet, and I probably won't for a while. Maybe. But 5 years? That's far enough away that it feels possible. Recently, James Clear's 321 newsletter had a quote from the co-founder of Wired, entrepreneur and writer Kevin Kelly. I am now 55 years old. Like a lot of people in middle age, my late-night thoughts bend to contemplations about how short my remaining time is. Even with increasing longevity, there is not enough time to do all that I want, nowhere close. My friend Stuart Brand, who is now 69, has been arranging his life in blocks of 5 years. 5 years is what he says any project worth doing will take. From the moment of inception to the last good riddance, a book, a campaign, a new job, a startup will take 5 years to play through. So he asks himself, how many 5 years do I have left? He can count them on one hand if he is lucky. So this clarifies his choices. If he has less than 5 big things he can do, what will they be? I feel very fortunate to have come upon these words this past month. I just turned 30. And having that nice, clean 5-year mark, it feels like looking at that little Grim Reaper. Yes, it can be a bit of a bully and frightening, but it can also be gentle and empowering. Instead of being a vague reminder that I'm going to die eventually, it begs the question, what am I going to accomplish in the next 5 years? And I think that's the advice I'd give to myself, my past self. I stumbled upon this Becky Cloonan illustration when I was first being exposed to end-of-life care and getting all gung-ho about chasing my aspirations. Yes, you are going to die. But more importantly, what one thing are you going to accomplish in 5 years? It's okay to be on a hedonic treadmill. It's okay to be at your baseline. As long as you have a direction. And better yet, it's not a treadmill.